Live from KTIV, this is SportsFource Extra.
Welcome back, folks, to yet another Tuesday edition of SportsFource Extra. I'm Jason Mullen, alongside everyone's favorite Nebraskan Irvin Doman. We'll bring you some of the best highlights this side and, well, that side of the Missouri River.
That's right. We have plenty of great highlights and matchups to offer, but we start here with a classic right here in Sioux City as East meets up with West.
Yeah, the good old crosstown showdown. Regardless of records, you know it's going to be entertaining. So what are we waiting for? Let's get right into these highlights. Out to West we go for the matchup. And tell you what, this initial drive and shot, it's not going to be good, but Colin Abelson scoops up the board, kicks out to Cameron Hagna for the corner three, and that'll cut into the East lead. However, East works it inside to Manasseh Kasongo Malu, and the big fella just powers his way through the defense to tack on two more. Deja vu here. Inbound goes to Abelson, who gives to Hagna. And you know what? He'll find Twine once again. However, this one was all East late. Jung Ray out on the break. Look out below, especially the cameraman. Don't worry, everyone's fine. East wins 84-42. Over to Sioux City North we go. Stars defending home court against Council Bluffs' Abe Lincoln. Links off to a good start, though. Presley Gers toss to Abby Smook. Tell you what, Smook will spook the Stars with that three ball right there. North looking for an answer, though. Sydney Chamberlain out on the break. And she'll take it to the rack herself for the deuce to cut into the lead later on here. Stars, they'll find Chamberlain again. However, this one's offline, but Hayden Lovren's there to put it back and keep the Stars in it. Later on, though, Lynx with it. They'll go down low here to Cameron Hamilton. Hamilton, she'll kiss it off the glass for two, and Seabow wins a close one, 59-54. Same two squads going at it in the boys' game. We'll pick up Noah Conley. He's going to drive. However, he'll lose the ball, but stick with it. Rise up for the deuce, but the Lynx, they're still in the lead. And tell you what, Seabow, they were just rolling in this one. They swing the ball around the arc to Jeremiah Slaughter, and the freshman sends it home from deep later on. Lynx out on the break. This is Will Costello. He doesn't need no Abbott. He'll lay it in, and I'll say the oldest reference you'll hear tonight as the Lynx win 75-55. Irvin, how about you take this one?
Well, yeah, we'll go down to Hinton where they have a barn burner between the Blackhawks and Akron Westfield. The Westerners down 8 late, not quitting though. Jackson Marnock lets it fly, and that makes it just a 5-point ball game. Hinton with it now, and it'll be Will Hagstrom. He makes a great move to get to the bucket, but can't finish. Luckily, Cole Friesen is there with the putback to make it a 5-point game. Once again, now down 6, Eric Allard fires this one, hits it, and gets the foul. Now Hinton just one shot away. They're going to get one final play here. The Westerners, they inbound it. Marnock, he fires it. Leighton Cook gets the board, dribbles out, heaves it up, no good. And Hinton survives a thriller, 53-50. Same squads in the girls matchup. Shot clock winding down. We're going to see this shot from Cadence Peters. Misses, but Keely DeRochi, she gets the board, slings it out to Ashley Kavarna, and she gets the shot to go. As the buzzer sounds, hitting up big, but the Westerners, they came back to play. Mackenzie Hughes drives and gets it to fall amongst the tall grass inside to cut into the deficit. Now later on, it's going to be Lainey Shucknecht. She's going to find a window to Josie Jacobs, who will tickle the twine from downtown. But a cool moment here on senior night as Mackenzie Pierce, she's going to get some burn, and she will send it home for the three to put a bow on this one as Hinton wins 48-28.
Now over to MOC Floyd Valley. They're taking on West Lyon. We'll go into the second quarter here. Dutch's McKenna Kelderman pass to Brooklyn. Lusink will hit it from the top of the arch, putting them up by 5. Wildcats, they call right back. Here's Randy Childress throwing down court to Jersey Hoff. Hoff sends the layup home, and that ties things up. Dutch weren't done yet. Brooklyn Lusink will pass to Dakota Einerwold. She'll step back, launch home the triple. Little step back action. Over to 3 minutes left in the game. Cats down with Mallory Graham. Step pass to Evie Knobloch for the corner three. They'll gain 6 more points to win this tight game, 55-52. Over to the boys' side. West Lyon looking to stay undefeated. We'll start off in the first. Dutch strong against the Wildcats when Blake Albers passes to Carter Brightwell. He'll lay it in, and that brings them within 3. Wildcats call back, though. This is Reed Fulkins, who brings an underhand layup in, putting them up by 3. Later on, Dutch's Owen Vanderpool. He'll pass to Albers, who nails the triple. But the Cats, they were just a little too strong in this one. Zach Drent walks right up to the arch, sends it home. West Lyon goes on to win this one 75-50.
We are the Blackhawks! In SportsFource Extra, we'll be right back.